Hi, Sagittarius. All right, let's see what's going on for you guys. I kind of already did your spread already. The numbers that are specific to this reading would be the 4th, the 7, 6, 9, 15, and yeah, 15. Also, 11 and 5 be another one. Okay, so what I see here, Sagittarius, is that you're working on your pinnacles, you're working on your money, right? And you have a lot of earth here. Okay, that's number one, I'll say. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. You also could be dealing with a Cancer. You also could be dealing with an Aries. You have a lot of fire here too. Again, Taurus, tons of fire. Fire, and a little water, okay? But mostly fire and earth here, okay? So what I'm seeing is, with what you have is, I feel like you're looking for something to complete you at this time, right? I feel like you're working very hard on your finances, you're working on your credit, it looks like. You're working on really trying to get your life back on track, right? With the 7 of Pentacles, you're working extremely hard. You're being diligent. You're getting things together. However, and I feel like you're being very persistent about it. You know, you're all about, oh, I gotta have this. I gotta put this in order. I gotta work on my credit. You're aligning everything that you need to be successful when it comes to your financial part, right? I feel like there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you in that department. So I feel like we're off to a really great start when it comes to your finances. I feel like you're doing extremely well in that. You might be getting a promotion if you haven't gotten one already. You might be getting a raise. I do feel like that's something that will transpire. If it hasn't already, it will sometime this month. I feel like whatever you are looking for is going to happen for you as far as your finances go. Whether you're looking for another job, you'll get the job, you'll get the raise, you'll get the amount that you want to get paid. You'll get all of what you're looking for. However, because I feel like you're a very compassionate person, you deserve it, you work really hard, you're responsible, and I feel like when it comes to love, because I had a reading for you guys, like, I don't know, like a couple weeks ago, where Sagittarius was doing well in love, and they was like about to get married and get engaged, and you know, it was popping a question and all other stuff. But I just feel like there's someone in your energy that is very jealous and very insecure. And I also feel like maybe this could be you, Sagittarius. I feel like maybe you're feeling like insecure from previous relationships that you haven't gotten over. And I feel like it's allowed you to withdraw, you know, from people, because I feel like there could have been somebody that was cold to you, that was just very manipulative as far as their emotions go. Maybe they were breadcrumbing you hot and cold one day, and saying that, you know, that they loved you, they wanted to be with you. But I feel like maybe it taught you, like, hey, you know what, I just need to kind of go within. But I really don't feel like you really went within. I felt like you were still like trying to love them, you know, in the sense. And your thing is like, well, I still got them around, but what? Sagittarius, y'all usually be like, cut. You're a fire sign. You don't tolerate the nonsense. Okay? You don't. Okay? But I feel like it's somebody that made you feel very protected with this Emperor. You felt protected. You felt like there was some authority. You felt good. You felt like, man, like there's somebody that could take care of me. Maybe this could be a woman talking about a man, or a man expressing his feelings towards another man. However it relates to you at this time, Sagittarius. But I just feel like it's just really like, I mean, there's a lot of tension, there's a lot of arguing, and this is what's making you really sad. Like, extremely sad. You guys don't have good times. It's just a lack of support. And you really feel like, what's the whole point of this? You know? Why? You feel like there's no direction with this. You feel, and it's making you feel insecure. Like they may have somebody else because of their selfishness, because they've changed. But I also feel like this person could be very toxic. They could have addictions when it comes to this as well. They could be battling substance abuse. And not only that, but they could just have an addiction to you, Sagittarius. Right? But for the ones that are just wanting to be with somebody, and perhaps it's not coming in the way that, you know, you're wanting it to be, because this could also be for a Sagittarius that is making the money, but they don't even know how to approach people. They don't know how to talk to people. They don't know how to, and their approach is still the way that it used to be. You know, like it could be very toxic. It could be very, like nonchalant. And people are like, I know this Sagittarius ain't like, for real. Like what? Like, and some of y'all want y'all cake and want to eat it too, and that's not gonna work. You gotta be real about what it is that you truly want at the end of the day. And I feel like with the Nine of Pentacles, you're obsessing sometimes over work. When you don't get your way, you're like, I gotta crave a new venture. I got another business I gotta set up, or I have to find another way to make money. Or I gotta go shopping, or I gotta go spend my money on something. I gotta go do this because things are not working out for me right now. So instead of trying to isolate myself, which I'm isolating myself still because I'm not out there putting myself out there, I am just going to go shopping. I'm going to live above my means. I'm going to spend. I'm going to buy out. I'm going to not save. I'm going to just do whatever I can. I'm gonna look for anything else. But your money is doing well though. It's just the fact that I feel like sometimes you guys overspend above your means. It's not necessary, okay? You know, work on yourself. You truly need to work on yourself, Sagittarius. For those Sagittarius, okay? For the ones that are scared to go out and meet people. But for the ones that were dealing with somebody that was just really toxic, or maybe have had addictions, or maybe they're addicted to you, Sagittarius, they're just too toxic. They're just too toxic. And it says to slow down. Slow down. Because you're listen. You're disconnected. You know you are. You're disconnected from that, you know, but you're still holding on. Why are you holding on? Because I feel like you just don't trust yourself. You don't trust yourself to find something good. You don't find something, you trust yourself to, you trust yourself in you don't trust yourself in finding something new and accepting it, which is why when you do go out and you do meet people, this is for the ones that are dealing with someone, and then also the ones that are single. And the reason why I have to put it this way is because this message is for you. So the ones that are dealing with somebody that's toxic or don't know or doesn't know how to communicate, because the ones that are dealing with someone, you don't know how to communicate properly. You don't. You come off as loving, but the way that you communicate with this person is very toxic as well, because you're learning it from them. But the ones that had been dealing with someone and now is single, and maybe have been single for a long period of time as well, just because you haven't dealt with somebody, but that person that you did deal with, whether it was good or bad, I just feel like you're so used to being alone that you don't know how to communicate with people. So it comes off a little toxic because you're used to perhaps getting your way in the previous relationship or not. So now you're just kind of like off balance all the way. Both Sagittarius at this time. Whether you're in a relationship or whether you're single, you don't know how to approach people. You don't know how to talk to people because you haven't necessarily done the work to be better as far as the way that you approach and talk to people, Sagittarius. Which is why you feel unbalanced. You feel overwhelmed. You feel like everything is an extreme, okay? Everything that you come into contact with, there is no balance. And the reason why there's no balance is because you're not doing the work. You're just going day to day. And whatever it is, I mean, yes, you're going to walk away from the toxic person or the toxic ways. However, because you're trying to find I feel like you might go into isolation with the Hermit card in reverse and the Loneliness card, because you're really trying to do some spiritual growing. You're trying to find yourself. You're trying to go down a spiritual journey and hoping that you find the answers that you need, just for personal growth, you know. And I feel like you're going to do that this month perhaps, or you're doing it now, you know. And this is going to be really good for you, because right now I don't feel like you trust yourself. You don't trust yourself to really to make sound decisions, you know, to make the right decision for yourself right now. Yeah. I just feel like you're very like unfocused right now. So yeah, I really feel like you're just still holding on, you know, even though you want to walk away. But I just feel like if you hold on to things that no longer serve you, I just don't understand. Like, and I don't mean people. Sometimes it's the way of thinking, the way that you approach people. I feel like you got to do the work. I truly do. What's the advice for Sagittarius? It's saying to isolate, okay, and reflect. You know, reflect on the things that you did, but also reflect on the things that they did, and move on. Move on. Don't stay in it too long. Set the boundaries. Have authority, which means set those boundaries. Be direct, be honest, be open. Have discipline, you know, have control, and not to abuse the power, you know, at the end of the day, but know what it is that you want at the end of the day too, you know. 13 can be a number can be a number for you. The number 4 and number 9 too. Yeah, but all this tension and stuff, let it go. Okay, Sagittarius. That is my reading for you guys today. I hope that resonates with you guys. If it does, please give me a thumbs up. And then if you would like a reading, definitely hit that email for me, and we could definitely discuss pricing and time. And then not only that, but if you want to join my community, because I'd be glad to have you. Definitely subscribe, because we are heading to the top of the top. Okay, I appreciate the love. I appreciate everything that you guys have done thus far, Sagittarius, and we will see each other soon. Make a decision. If you need to isolate, isolate, but don't isolate too long, okay? Because there is love on the other end. There is going to be connections. You just have to learn how to communicate. Work on yourself a little bit and get back into it, okay? But for the ones that's dealing with somebody, cut that shit out, okay? Because it's just too toxic for you. It is. And you don't like it. And it's causing you to become very insecure in yourself. And it's because you're tolerating things that you know you deserve better. You know you deserve better at the end of the day, right? Bye, Sagittarius.